goodness.
These cookies come out absolutely flawless. Look at that. Oh, so delicious, so succulent, so chewy, crispy. Oh, these little babies right here, brown butter pecan chocolate chip cookies. The best cookie you will ever put in your mouth. Let's make it right now. All right guys, so to start these beautiful cookies, we want 227 grams of brown butter. 227 grams is pretty much 2 sticks. So we'll take 3 sticks. We're gonna lose a lot of water weight when we brown our butter, so we wanna make sure that we account for that and add a little bit more butter. Whatever this cooks down to, you wanna reweigh it and weigh out 227 grams. A lot of people miss that step. They just think if they take 227 grams of butter and melt it, brown it, and then not reweigh it, you're gonna lose all that extra butter that you should have in the recipe. So it might mess up your recipe. So definitely pay attention to that. So you know your butter's brown when you got all those little brown bits in the bottom. Make sure you don't go too far on this or it will burn. Make sure you get all those little brown bits in the bottom. All right guys, so we got our brown butter here. Go ahead and let this chill in your freezer for about 30 minutes or in your fridge overnight. Just make sure you bring it back to room temp before we cream our sugars with our butter. Next, we'll toast our pecans.
Make these for 10 minutes until nice and golden brown. Can we take a moment just to acknowledge how cool these slippers are?
Go ahead and take your nuts. You want to smack your nuts however you like. I just like to get some aggression out. Go and use your rolling pin. Use your fists, use your head, whatever you feel like. I like some bigger chunks and some little chunks. Go ahead and set these aside for later. So people always ask me about the quality of chocolate that I'm using and why I use it. This is just a really good quality chocolate that we use as chefs, baking, pastries. It's about 44% cacao. So it's not super bitter, but it's just perfect for pastries. Obviously, chocolate chip cookies, it's absolutely delicious. Calabat's a really good one. Obviously, Valrona's a really good one. If you don't have the option to buy this, I totally understand. Ghirardelli is always a good choice. That's at pretty much every supermarket. So if you can't get this, I'll leave a link in the description. I'm gonna use this and I'm also gonna use some organic semi-sweet chocolate chips. 225 grams.
We'll also weigh out 1 cup or 140 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips.
So I just like to chop these baking sticks, just a rough chop. They're gonna sort of semi-melt anyways. Obviously you can use whatever you want, guys. I just put an emphasis on using high quality ingredients because, well, I'm a chef and getting the best ingredients that you possibly can ensures that you have a beautiful product in the end.
Once we have our mise en place, meaning everything is in its place, then we can go ahead and start making our cookie dough.
Add our 227 grams of brown butter, 250 grams of brown sugar, 100 grams of regular cane sugar. Mix this on medium speed until it's completely combined.
Once you mix your butter and sugar for about 8 minutes, it should look nice and pale just like you see here.
One thing you want to make sure of is that about halfway through when creaming your butter and your sugar, you take a spatula and you go around the sides and just make sure that everything is evenly incorporated. Next, we'll go in with 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. We also want 2 tablespoons of vanilla. All right, next we're gonna sift our dry ingredients. We have our bread flour, all-purpose flour, kosher salt, baking powder, baking soda. Recipe will be in the description below. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna leave it in metric and imperial because I know a lot of you guys don't want to use the scale, which is sad, you should. All right, our eggs are mixed. Then we'll go ahead and add our dry ingredients. And then once it all comes together, we're gonna add our chocolates and our toasted pecans. Lastly, we're going with 255 grams of our Calabat chocolate. I'm gonna save a little bit to go on top of the cookies at the end. 140 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips and 220 grams of toasted pecans. And then we just wanna mix these just until everything's incorporated and we'll shut it off. That way we don't develop any gluten. One of my weaknesses is definitely cookie dough. All right, if you're a super dork like me, you wanna make sure that everything's precise and weighed out so your logs are the same size. So we're at 1,624 grams. Divided by 2, that's gonna be what, 812? Sort of good at math sometimes. And this is just to kind of help mold it before we put it in with our plastic wrap. I like to just kind of mold it with my hands as much as possible. Roll it up and around, pull that out. Roll that around. twist one side, take the other side, and twist it again. Then just go ahead and lay out a couple sheets side by side, making sure you're forming a nice log, pressing in tighter and tighter and tighter, and then just kind of roll up the edges. All right guys, so we have our logs here. We're gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer for at least 45 minutes to an hour. If you can't wait and you wanna eat these and bake these today, I totally understand because it's pretty much irresistible. But if you can wait, congratulations, you're a superstar. Go ahead and let them chill overnight in the fridge. That would be the best, and then bake them off tomorrow. So let's just go ahead and let these chill in the freezer for 45 minutes and then in the fridge for another hour. And then we can go and cut them up, top them with a little Malden sea salt, and then we'll bake them at 375 for anywhere from 15 to 22 minutes, depending on your oven. That's it, guys. So our process is done. All we gotta do is bake them off and eat these delicious brown butter pecan chocolate chip cookies. So we'll go ahead and just take these off. I like to cut these in about 1.5 to 2 inches. Next thing you wanna do is just go ahead and unravel your parchment paper. Then I like to do about no more than 5 to 6 cookies per tray, because they will spread. So keep that in mind. All right, and our last step is to sprinkle these with a little bit of Malden sea salt. This will just bring out all the flavors, the nuttiness from the brown butter, the pecans. It'll season up that delicious chocolate we have in here. Alrighty guys, so we got our cookies ready to go, seasoned up with our Malden sea salt. We wanna bake these at 375, not convection, regular bake at 375, anywhere from 22 to 25 minutes, depending on how thick you cut them. If you obviously cut them smaller, they're probably gonna take around 15 to 18 minutes. I know these are gonna take at least 20 to 25 minutes, maybe even more. So definitely keep an eye on them and pay attention. Make sure that these come out nice and golden brown around the edges, and you want them a little bit unset. They might look a little bit uncooked in the middle. That's exactly what you want. You want to pull them before they all look golden brown and super cooked through, because you want them to kind of set as they cool, which they will. Just trust the process. Just make sure that you're not pulling these out when you think that they're cooked all the way through. Oh my goodness. Who can say no to this? Who can resist this? Like I said, these cookies come out absolutely flawless. Look at that. Oh, so delicious, so succulent, so chewy, crispy. Oh! Whoever you make these for is gonna fall in love with you, guaranteed. All right guys, so I have a little confession to make. I wanted to make this video and get it out to you guys. My last cookie video was a little bit dull. I had the music up a little bit too high. It was when I was first starting out editing videos, and I wanted to really remake this video because I know a lot of you said you couldn't watch it because the music was so high. I wanted to remake this for you guys so you could just enjoy it. Plus I got a new camera, so I wanted it to look a little bit better. It was starting to bug me. Thank you as always for joining me, guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Please definitely drop a comment and let me know if you make these and what you thought. These are pretty much the best cookie recipe I've ever had and the best one in the world. Trust me, when you make this, you will fall in love with it and you will agree. Please consider becoming a member to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys again on the next video. Take care.